Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by the Good Feet Store. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Let's talk about foot health, something that I don't know we've ever talked about on Living Local before. Jessica, you have lots to teach me today.
Yes, I do.
Okay, we're diving in. April is actually Foot Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
What do you see a lot whenever people come into the Good Feet Store?
Mostly people have like plantar fasciitis, knee pain, back pain. We're here to help with all of that. It's very important to have good foot health because your feet are like the foundation of your home. So we want to make sure that we have good, stable, good foundation under our feet so that our knees and hips, our back, shoulders even don't hurt.
Yeah, a lot of people may not know that those are the things that can start to kind of feel bad if your feet are not doing so hot.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so walk me through the process here at Good Feet Store.
So when you come in and see us, of course, we're going to be excited to see you. Welcome in. This is our home. This is our little party. Welcome to our party. So we're going to have you seated. We're going to talk about your lifestyle, what kind of things you like to do, what kind of shoes you wear, where is your pain. We're going to take some impressions of your feet. We're going to size you, measure you, then we'll pull some supports. We'll have you walking around in them and show you how we can help improve the quality of your life.
I love it. And when I was feeling some of these supports, it's very different than what you typically expect.
Right.
But that's cool because it's a patented technology
Exactly.
that is quite different
Right.
than what you would expect. Walk me through all that.
So we do have a corrective support. So we focus on placing your foot into the ideal foot position. And what that means is that you're evenly distributing your weight throughout your foot and your body. So with every step, you have even weight distribution and your body is not absorbing all that impact.
And I think the biggest shocker for me was that not all of these are cushy.
Right.
You don't always need cush, right?
Right. So of course we always think we need something softer rather than something harder. But with our technology, although they feel hard to the hand, they don't feel like that underneath your foot.
Is that the biggest surprise that a lot of people have when they come in here?
Definitely is. Because when you touch them, just like you said, oh my God, these are so hard, but when you put it underneath your foot, it does not feel like that.
And there are different supports for different things that you want to target.
Exactly.
So the work, play, rest, what does that all mean?
Similar to your gym exercise. So here we focus on total body wellness. So we want to help strengthen the muscles in the foot. We also want to help stretch them out, but also give you something to do your plan. One support is not going to benefit you for all the different things that you like to do. So we want to make sure that we are giving you the proper support for the activities that you need and also strengthening muscles and bottom of the feet.
And I think something that is also really important to mention is that this is about supports that can be put into different shoes. It's not just about the shoes that you wear, right?
Exactly. We do educate you on proper shoe selection.
Yeah.
However, our supports can go into just about any shoe that you already have. So we mostly focus on making sure that you have the proper fitting support for those cute shoes that you like. The ladies who want to wear sandals and slippers and flip-flops, yes. Espadrilles, wedges.
Yeah.
Or even shoes like I have supports in my shoes right now.
I love it. Well, have you noticed a difference?
Most definitely. I started here, my journey in my past life, I was a personal trainer. So I had some issues with my body because I took it through a lot. I had some sciatic nerve pain, and by putting myself in the proper position, it helped alleviate the symptoms little by little by little. I really didn't even notice until about a month in when I was able to sleep all through the night or just lay down on the couch for more than 3 hours without having to get up. So it does make a big difference.
Yeah, it's a holistic approach.
Definitely.
I love that. What have you noticed about customers that come in and say, oh my gosh, this has helped me so much?
This is one of the best parts of my job. I get to help people be stable. I get to help the elderly people be more safe at home without falling. I get to help children live a good life without having pain in the future. So it's been a great experience for me helping improve people's quality of life.
This story is sponsored by the Good Feet Store.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm back in the studio, and I am chatting with Ashley. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Okay, you are the head coach of the Glam Elite All-Stars.
Yes, ma'am.
They are so awesome, but tell everybody that doesn't know what you guys do or what your girls do.
So we are a local competitive cheerleading team. We travel to North Carolina, different parts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and compete against other all-star organizations.
You have an all-black competitive team.
Yes, we are the only team. I don't even think it's ever been another team around here, like years ago up until now, that is doing what we do. We are 98% African American, and we take pride in that. We love it. Of course, it comes with a couple of, barriers, but we work through it, we push through it, and we do what we need to do.
Was this a thing growing up for you? Was cheer accessible? Was that, typical? Or is this something that you're providing for people that have never been able to have this opportunity?
So for me, I grew up in Virginia, so it's a different culture, it's a different world. So cheer was 100% accessible for me. It's something that I've always done since I was a little girl up until I graduated from high school. Immediately after high school, I began coaching like rec league and still just helping out with like my old teams and checking in on them. You build this bond with the people that are on the team with you because you guys spend so much time. So that was like my family outside of my normal family.
Yeah.
So when I moved here, I started coaching for another organization, and it just dawned on me like, hey, why don't you provide this service to children who typically are not able to do things that, that we allow them to do on our team.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey, and I love every minute of it.
Well, this is a bit of a different setting today. I am joined once again by Miss Cookie. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. I said it, but where are we standing right now?
We are in the home of the infamous Charlie Fitzgerald. Charlie and Sarah Fitzgerald. Mr. Charlie was the owner, creator of Charlie's Place that was established in 1937 in Myrtle Beach. One young lady that I will like to share some information about. Do you know what the state dance is, South Carolina?
The Shag, of course.
The Shag. I will introduce you to Cynthia Shag Harrell, who would teach the white kids the fancy steps.
Oh, yeah.
They would take it back and add more, change it up a little bit. And so it is known as the Carolina Shag. And I did learn that one of the reasons that it became, so popular is because of segregation. Like Shag couldn't go anywhere and make it known, but the white kids could. So they came and learned from her and took it back to their respective places. So yeah, history has it, or the spoken history has it, that the Shag was born at Charlie's Place.
I love it. Somebody was really interested and wanted to see Charlie's Place and learn a little bit more. How can they do that?
Yes. So in order to schedule a tour, we have it set on Tuesdays and Fridays. But sometimes people come into town and, the hours of operation, doesn't fit their schedule. So if they would just call us at Neighborhood Services, 843-918-1062 or 843-918-1056 to schedule a tour. We also host lots of family reunions, and so I love that, and it is so wonderful to see them you know, when they come and when we do the history, we'll do the tour as a part of the family reunion, the historical part. So, yeah.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This segment was sponsored by the Myrtle Beach Classic. Well, it really doesn't get much better than this. Today I am joined by Darren and we're talking about the Myrtle Beach Classic. Aren't we so lucky with this weather right now?
We are. It's gorgeous out here, blue skies and the Atlantic Ocean behind us.
Let's do the full rundown. You got this big old golf tournament coming up. This is a pretty historic event for Myrtle Beach.
It is. It's the first major professional golf tournament on the Grand Strand since the 90s. So the PGA Tour doesn't host a lot of events. There's only 36 of these on the PGA Tour regular season schedule all year long. So to have one right here in Myrtle Beach in our backyard is really, really cool.
This is a big deal.
It is. Yeah, we're excited. We're going to have 120 PGA Tour professionals in town, along with their families. I mean, we hope that a lot of the players bring their families to this setting, stay at the hotels, eat at the restaurants, and just have a good time here in Myrtle Beach.
So it's going to be a 4-day event. Can you kind of break down what that's going to look like for people?
The tournament week is May 6th through the 12th of next year. We'll kick off the week with what we call a Monday Pro-Am. So if you're a golfer and you want to come out and play with the pros, you can do that. You can buy a team in our Monday Pro-Am. Tuesday we'll have some activities. We'll have a junior clinic, so a lot of the junior golfers from the area will come and interact with some of the PGA Tour professionals that day. Wednesday we have another Pro-Am. We call it the Wednesday Pro-Am. You can also buy teams in the Wednesday Pro-Am. There's a Tuesday night party prior to that right here on the lawn right behind us. And at the party you actually get to choose which PGA Tour player you play with that next day out here at the Dunes Golf and Beach Club. So. And then Thursday, we start with the first tournament round. So we'll have, like I said, 120 players that'll be here all week. Thursday's our first round, Friday's our second round. After the second round, we'll have a cut to about the top 65 in ties. And then half the field will make the weekend, and they'll play on Saturday and Sunday.
So there's also going to be a charity aspect to this too. You guys want to make sure you're giving back.
There is, yeah. The PGA Tour as a whole is a very philanthropic organization. Since they started running events across the country, and really the late 1960s, they've given back $3.64 billion to local charities in the markets where they have hosted events. It'll be no different here in Myrtle Beach. So we'll have a group of charities that we will support after the tournament. We'll make those big checks and make a lot of people happy. So it's one aspect of the event that we're very proud of, and again, leave an impact here in the Myrtle Beach community.
I can imagine there's a lot of planning going into this event, huh?
There is, yeah, especially with a first year event. There's lots of, a foundation to set basically. So trying to find a host hotel, working with a lot of the vendors. We're trying to use as many local vendors as we can, of course, whether that's a bus shuttle company or a restroom company or a catering company. There's a long list of vendors that we're working through kind of the vetting process to make it a great first year.
You want this to be a great experience for everyone involved.
We do, including the volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had
big list
we've had a huge response from the volunteers this year. We set up an initial website where you can inquire about volunteering, and we had a hunch that the response would be good. Yeah. We had over 3,600 people respond that want to be a part of the first annual Myrtle Beach Classic.
And I can see why, especially after driving out here. I mean, what a perfect backdrop. Talk to me about this facility a little bit.
Yeah, it was built, the golf course opened in 1948. This beautiful clubhouse came soon after that. But yeah, it's a beautiful golf course. They've done a few renovations to it on some tee boxes. They've expanded the practice putting green. Just really kind of cleaned up the golf course. Not that it needed it, but to host a PGA Tour event, they wanted to really just shine for year one. So it's just a great golf course with this view. You just can't beat the location and the setting.
I love it. It's all very exciting. So where can people learn more about tickets so they can go ahead and get those as soon as possible?
Yeah, tickets are currently on sale. You can go to myrtlebeachclassic.com. Right at the top of the page, click on tickets. If you're interested in the hospitality options, you can click on the hospitality link as well, and then volunteering as well. There's a link for that right there at myrtlebeachclassic.com.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.